Loveless, your presenter. I am a graduate student in the Master's of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies program in the Department of Occupational, Workforce, and Leadership Studies. The title of my practicum study is Business Immigration Program Development. The purpose of the practicum was the development and centralization of an internal immigration program as the system prior to me coming on board. The immigration program was fragmented into several business units. I saw a tremendous opportunity for general overall program organization, such as coordinating and conducting immigration trainings with HR, legal, and talent acquisition on the basis of immigration, selecting and collaborating with outside legal counsel to assist in the preparation of immigration petitions, as well as conducting program audits, ensuring compliance, and review and revision of policies. My learning objectives were to plan and create an immigration-specific intranet site for international workers, to plan, organize, and facilitate trainings related to immigration matters as well as recruitment of foreign workers, to gain insight into the J-1 work travel visa, our stores with local labor shortages utilized during the spring and summer seasons, and to cross-train with the relocation consultants. My practicum was developed as well as executed in Atlanta, Georgia for a multinational retailer with a growing foreign worker population, specifically in the technology professions. The company needed expertise to create, organize, and manage an internal immigration program. Upon review, the areas most in need were overall organization and compliance. This included the review and revision of policies, selection of legal counsel, process flow creation, as well as collaboration with stakeholders throughout the company. Easily available and obtainable information through the development of an internal web page dedicated to the foreign worker population, including a single site location for labor certification posting notices, and training on immigration, such as immigration processes, recruitment, do's and don'ts, and basics on different immigration work visas. Some of the highlights were I planned and created an immigration-specific website for the international workers. The site contains links to the most frequented immigration sites, such as instructions for renewing employment authorization, the visa bulletin, travel advisories, as well as labor certifications and internal immigration policies. I organized, planned, and facilitated immigration-related trainings, such as immigration basics, a deep dive into permanent residency, and had open discussion regarding current immigration concerns and proposed legislation. I participated in the Eastern European J-1 college recruitment trip. This was a very successful trip and ended up hiring over 100 college students from four Eastern European countries. In addition, I saw a great opportunity for expansion of the program through the J-1 internship program. I also collaborated with the relocation consultants on the mobility guide, separating the rental from the homeowner benefits, as well as obtaining a clear understanding of corporate mobility. Some of my favorite reads during the practicum were Sell Yourself, 14 Steps to Creating a Powerful Personal Brand. According to management expert and author Tom Peters, we are all CEOs of our own companies. Me Inc. To be in business, our most important job is to be head marketer of a brand called You. Sell Yourself. It explores 14 steps to creating a successful personal brand. During recent annual reviews, I utilized this article to capture my strengths and passions and highlight what makes me different from my peers. The article also advises to seek feedback from your peers on what they feel your strengths are and ask if they see you as irreplaceable. I highly recommend this article. Next, 5 ways to introduce yourself perfectly in 20 words or less. Starts with one of the most awkward moments when someone walks up and we don't know what to say. This is me on a nearly daily basis. This article emphasizes that we have about 8 seconds to make a good first impression by introducing ourselves in 20 words or less. So instead of banging your head against the wall, once the moment has passed and wishing for a redo, you can be prepared to respond with confidence. I'm getting better, but it took the author 18 months, so I'll give myself at least the same amount of time. And finally, foundations of instructional and performance technology. This was actually a required read for another class, but I found Donald Kirkpatrick's 4-level model of evaluation a great tool in obtaining useful feedback from the immigration trainings. Through his model, I was able to prepare an evaluation utilizing level 1 and 2 reaction and learning outcomes. These evaluations have been helpful in preparing for future training sessions. My SWOT analysis or reflections are my strength, or rather what I did well during my practicum was project management. I was able to analyze and prioritize the projects based on my learning objectives and execute them effectively. Time management continued to be my primary weakness that caused me the most difficulty performing my practicum. However, through my weakness, I saw an opportunity to improve with utilizing both an organizer and Outlook calendar. I set up tasks as well as synced my home, work, and school calendars so I had a clear picture of upcoming tasks and due dates, which not only helped me professionally, but personally. I did forego the organizer in lieu of the Outlook calendars primarily due to the overall convenience. My threat is I was not realistic about my capabilities. This was a true awakening for me as I generally take on a tremendous load but somehow manage to push through. Practicum combined with a full-time career in a new city and state and taking another graduate course that was too much for my time. I had to discuss with my advisor and ended up dropping the course that was not needed as I was having a hard time managing all 3 as there was too much on my plate. I will continue to monitor my workload and activities in the future to ensure I don't get into another stressful situation, if avoidable. My future plans. Immigration Program Manager. When I started my master's, my career goal was an immigration program manager. While I do not have the title, I do have the career. I continue to work towards a manager level position and strive to implement human resources functions into my existing role. International Human Resource Manager. Completing my practicum has increased my interest to dive deeper into human resources. Coupled with my extensive immigration experience, a career in international HR has piqued my interest. Once I have completed my master's, I will be taking the Professional Human Resources certification and plan to work towards earning certification in International Human Resources within the next year or 2. And lastly, Professor of Immigration Law. In my very first term in my master's program, I was selected to assist a professor in philosophy. I truly enjoyed the interaction with the students, either guiding them through a difficult assignment, encouragement, as well as corrective measures in order to prepare them for higher level courses. This was a rewarding as well as learning experience which I have considered pursuing. Instruction of immigration law at a community college level. Any comments or questions, please go to the YouTube page below. Please indicate your anonymous preference for this practicum by clicking on one of the 2 icons. Also, please post your comments or questions in the YouTube comments section below. I will respond to your inquiries posted between April 6th and the 17th through this webpage. Thank you.